Menominee Chippewa 0-0 through into the third.
We're on.
Good afternoon and welcome to Carson Park in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports presents coverage of Big Rivers Conference baseball. Today, round two, the crosstown showdown between Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined up in the booth by former Memorial head coach Dave Sparger. And Spargs, we saw a real exciting game on Tuesday, a walk-off win for the Old Abes. I think we can expect more of the same today.
Oh, absolutely. Just one of those classic crosstown rivals. North rallies to tie it in the top of the seventh, and then Memorial walks off in the bottom of the seventh. Boy, through the years, you just over and over those kind of games, but these two teams, just fun to watch.
Today, North is the home team, and obviously that was an advantage for the Old Abes on Tuesday, having the last at-bat. The Huskies will put Chase Watkins on the mound. Meanwhile, the Old Abes will counter with Cooper Jesperson. And we've seen both of those guys through the course of the season. What might be expect from those starting pitchers today?
Yeah, we have. We were able to watch Chase Watkins in one of his starts. He has 8 innings pitched on the year. He is 0-2 with a 7 ERA, but a lot of that was just simply he lost his control, had a lot of walks in that one outing, came back to bite him a little bit. So he's looking to a little more redemption, a little more consistently around the strike zone. Then we did have a chance to watch Cooper Jesperson up against River Falls, and he had a great outing. I do believe he went 6 innings and only gave up 1 unearned. And so his record's actually sitting 0-0 on the year, but his ERA is also 0, as he's got 18 strikeouts in just 8 innings of pitch. So, again, both, it looks like it's going to lean towards Memorial, but tell you what, we've seen it before when one of these guys step up and can really throw it. And, Chase Watkins is obviously looking to have one of those games tonight.
Important game in Big Rivers Conference standings. Each of these teams come in with a 3-4 BRC record, so the winner stays in that at least that upper half of the standings, and I think that was going to bode well for playoff seeding and all that sort of thing that is going to be coming up later in the month. But these teams, it's always a big game when it's North Memorial. There's a lot on the lot riding on the line with the bragging rights and so forth, but I think for each of these teams, Memorial, we've seen some really bright spots, especially lately. They've put together a really nice streak of games. Huskies have dropped a few, but yet they've been right there. They had that one-run loss to Marshfield last Friday, and then the second game of that doubleheader got postponed, and then the one-run loss to Memorial back on Tuesday. So they're right there. They're like one big hit away, one defensive play away, one strikeout away from having a record that looks a heck of a lot better.
Yeah, you're right. You hit it right on the head. North's just kind of in the games, or just kind of finding ways not to win, or finding a way to just get loss under their belt rather than finding a way to win it. Whereas right now the Old Abes are on a real good run. I think at one time in the season they were sitting 1-4, and now they're at 7-4. And like you said, as far as the conference goes, they're kind of battling for that 4-5 seed in the conference, because it kind of looks right now as Hudson, River Falls, and Chippewa Falls have really kind of separated themselves as the 3 dominant teams in the conference. But you already brought up postseason, and we're getting into May, and that's when the postseason starts. So by the end of May, it's going to be all about the seeding and who you face off in that first round. It's important to have a high seed.
Starting lineups being introduced right now for Eau Claire Memorial. Their batting order looks like this. Grant Locken will lead off and play center field. Cooper Jesperson, the pitcher, will bat second. Sawyer Stein in the 3-hole. He's the first baseman for the Old Abes. Leo Lauscher batting cleanup. He's over at third base. Roman Trapani, who got the start in Tuesday's game, on the mound. Trapani is the DH. He'll bat fifth. Right fielder Mason Stoik will bat sixth. Blake Buer, the shortstop, will bat seventh. Tyler Iverson, the second baseman, will bat eighth. And Gabe Secker, the left fielder, will bat ninth. For the Eau Claire North Huskies, batting order looks like this. Jack Kane leads off and plays second base. Brayton Tillman will bat second and play left field. Shortstop Logan Hesselman will bat third. Pitcher Chase Watkins will bat fourth. James Jarozinski bats fifth and plays third base. Ryan Hall will bat sixth and play right field. Center fielder Trenton Palmer will bat seventh. Catcher Jack Gorman eighth. And Maddox Gertz, the DH, will bat ninth for the Eau Claire North Huskies. Get set for game time. Glad you could join us today on Zaleski Sports. Good crowd that is filling up the two bleacher sections as well as the grandstand beneath us, Sparks. And this is just a picture-perfect day. Game time temperature 75 degrees, which is, well, certainly better than that doubleheader that we did a couple weeks ago when it started in the, it was 41, I think we got to a high, and then temperature dipped down into the 30s for our second game that day. And even Tuesday's game was let's say, brisk.
Yeah, we had that brisk wind out of the north, and, obviously it was blowing right at us, too, so we got a little chilled that night. But, yeah, you can't ask for better weather than we've got tonight. I mean, this is just gorgeous. It's like you said, low 70s, a light breeze in from left field, which I don't think will affect any ball that wants to carry out of here. So you couldn't ask for a better night and a better time to have this game happen.
Spectrum Insurance is an independent insurance agency offering a full range of personal and business insurance services throughout 19 office locations in Wisconsin. We have a team of insurance agents with diverse areas of expertise ready to protect you from the unexpected. Visit SpectrumINSGroup.com. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for fishing season. Shop top brands and rods, reels, combos, and more. Plus, pick up live bait and your fishing license. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Get high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire. Allegra Eau Claire, locally owned and operated, ready to serve you on East Claremont Avenue, just a block east of Memorial High School. Allegra Eau Claire is your one-stop source for design, print, mail, and signs. 715-835-1959 for high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire and AllegraEauClaire.com. Looking to sell your residential property in the Chippewa Valley? Choose Jack Wallen Assist to Sell and save an average of $5,000. Jack Wallen Assist to Sell have been helping area homeowners sell their house and save thousands. Call Jack with Assist to Sell, 715-831-6410 for a free consultation. Grant Locken, Cooper Jesperson, Sawyer Stein, the scheduled hitters for Memorial. In the top of the first against the right-hander Chase Watkins. Watkins delivers outside, and we are underway here at Carson Park. First pitch, 6:11 p.m. That one misses inside. It's 2-0.
Important for the Huskies tonight to flip the script. They want to get 3 up, 3 down here in the top, and they want to get on the board first tonight if possible. They're a team that likes to do a lot of small ball, a lot of bunting, a lot of moving guys over, and that's hard to do if you're trailing. So let's see if they can get on top tonight.
Strike on the inside corner, 2-1. It was Locken who got the Abe started with the single in the bottom of the first inning on Tuesday. Then he came around to score as part of a 3-run first for the Old Abes. 2-1 pitch, misses low. Sunny day here at Carson Park. We get a bit of a wind. It's blowing left field to right field as we look at that outfield flag. And misses upstairs. Grant Locken on with a leadoff walk, and that's going to bring up Cooper Jesperson, the pitcher for the Old Abes, batting second, and early on a chance to help his cause.
Well, Grant Locken, a great job for as a leadoff hitter. That's what you got to have. You got to be able to take pitches and get yourself on. He does it by the walk.
Locken staying put. Check swing, a little high. 1-0 the count to Jesperson. Jesperson had a big day in Tuesday's game. He had a 2-run single as part of that 3-run first inning. Also had an RBI sac fly.
Yeah, that single came with 2 outs, so that was a huge hit for the Old Abes in the first. Jesperson, just a sophomore, and obviously if you've been around Memorial sports at all, you know he's one heck of a basketball player.
He shoots one the other way, and that's a base hit. Locken heading to third. The throw will come there. Jarzynski able to one-hop it. But a single by Jesperson, and the Old Abes have something going in their half of the first inning.
Jesperson just fought that one off. That one went right off the handle, and he fought it off to get it into right field, and a great read by Locken. He just took off all the way from first to third and beat that quite easily. So that sets up a first and third, and nobody out here in the top of the first.
Gavin Gerber will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher. Yeah, Jesperson's missed a few games, weekend games, the non-conference contest, playing in some AAU tournaments for basketball. Watkins delivers upstairs. Dangerous hitter here in Sawyer Stein.
Well, you said that. Sawyer Stein's already got 3 home runs on this season, hitting over 500.
He lines one to left, and that's down for a base hit. Locken will score. Gerber on his way to third. Ball gets away, and it's out of play. And they're going to, well, Dan Hoffman, the home plate umpire, is now going to confer with the base ump. I'm not sure if they're going to
they got to decide
send the trail runner
decide
back.
Where Stein was at the time of the throw, correct. But he should be there. Yeah, it's 1+1. It's from the field, it's 2. So he is going to end up at third after that ringing double down the line.
So now Leo Lauscher, another strong hitter in this Old Abes lineup. A walk, a single, and a double. That's how the Old Abes start this one. Lauscher takes a strike.
Well, Lauscher's job here is just to put this ball in play. Huskies are playing, midway, half, even back, actually. They're playing back in the so they're going to give up that run for an out. So Lauscher's job is just get this in play.
That one low. Nice job by Gorman behind the plate. Keep that one in front of him. 1-1 the count to Stein. Grounded up the middle and past Hesselman into center field. Stein will score, and once again, the Old Abes put up a 3-spot in the first inning against the Huskies. Dan Hoffman, the home plate umpire, reminding the Old Abes players that they've got to be behind the fence in the dugout area.
Yeah, they get a little excited and want to come out and greet the guy that scores, but the problem is the ball's still in play, and he's just reminding them that they gotta stay put.
Yeah, because the area in front of the fence is in play.
That's always tough in these games. You get so excited and riled up, you want to get out there and celebrate, and remind yourself to stay put.
Runner goes, throw down by Gorman. Leo Lauscher has a stolen base.
Boy, he doesn't look like, doesn't look like a guy that would steal a lot of bases, but Leo Lauscher can run for a guy that size. Very deceptive, and they proved it right there with that stolen base pretty easily.
We saw that in football, Sparks, where they use Lauscher in all sorts of different scenarios, sometimes running the ball, sometimes catching the ball.
Yeah, you're right. They played him at that H-back and fullback, so yeah, he can do a lot of things.
Roman Trapani now at the plate. Count 2-1 to him. Takes that one up and in, 3-1. And Watkins finds himself in a jam. Start this one.
Yeah, and the Huskies are already moving to the bullpen.
Lined foul. Left fielder Tillman's going to go retrieve that ball and get it in. First inning, 3 runs already across for the Old Abes. Skied in the air behind the plate. Catcher Gorman makes a nice catch.
Hung with it. That was a tricky one.
Yeah, the way the wind is blowing here, again, left to right, but it's kind of coming in a little bit, and it tends to swirl as you get near the grandstand. But Gorman made a very nice catch. 1 down here in the first inning. Lauscher remains at second. Mason Stoik, the hitter.
Stoik was 1 for 3 on Tuesday. He's hitting just over 300.
Stoik on his way to UW Stout to play basketball after a nice career on the hardwood for the Old Abes. Play on at second, but Lauscher back in time.
Yeah, a little timing play right there for the Huskies. Shortstop tries to come in and then will bail in a hurry, trying to get that secondary lead from the Old Abes there, and Lauscher didn't buy it. He was able to get back.
Runner goes, throw by Gorman, sails into left field. Lauscher heading home. He will score.
There again, Lauscher showing his quickness. Took that extended lead, figured there's no way they were going to throw behind him twice, and it paid off. As he steals third with a high throw from the catcher, he scores to make it 4 for the Old Abes.
And we're going to have a conference on the mound as Jordan Fish is going to bring the Huskies together. Not a great start for North. I guess if there's a silver lining here, Spargs, it's still the top of the first.
Yeah, it's time to regroup, and that's why Coach Fish is out there. You can just tell they're a little rattled now, and Old Abes have jumped on him early here, so he's just got to settle them down. Just going to get their composure and start all over again. And again, like you said, top of the first, a lot of game left.
One down here. Top of the first inning. Bases now clear, and the count is 3-1 to Mason Stoik. Ground ball. Jack Kane's got it. Throw to first in time. Stoik retired for the second out of the inning.
Good answer there from Watkins. I mean, a nice pitch on the outside to get that second out.
So now Blake Buer will step in for the Old Abes. He delivered the game-winning sacrifice fly, bottom 7 on Tuesday. Swing and a miss there against Watkins. Curveball breaks across 0-2.
Yeah, that's the best breaking pitch out of Watkins. Nice pitch there. Gets him up 0-2.
That one caught the bat. Count remains 0-2.
See, Blake Buer's too young to realize he's supposed to sell that as a getting hit.
Yeah, exactly.
At the college level, pro level, those guys are shaking their hands.
Shaking their hands.
Walking out, like heading down to first base like it hit me.
Yep, yeah, any kind of mark on the glove, you're like, well, look, right there.
Yeah,
That's where it hit me. Strike 3 called. So Watkins retires 3 in a row after the first 4 guys all reached, and after half an inning, it is 4-0. Memorial in the lead. North coming to bat when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
If you're looking for a place to feed your family after work, the game, or this weekend, go to Pizza Del Rey for hot pizza, salad bar, and more. Pizza Del Rey has been feeding Eau Claire since 1976. Find Pizza Del Rey on North Hastings Way in Eau Claire and on Facebook today. Eau Claire North Huskies. Jack Kane, leadoff hitter for North, facing the right-hander, Cooper Jesperson. Huskies looking to answer that big first inning by the Old Abes. Jesperson trying that outside corner, misses. The count is 2-0 to Kane.
You know, one of the things about Jesperson just being a sophomore is he likes to work backwards. You know, right now he's sitting 2-0. He likes to come with a curveball or a changeup. Comes gas right there, but he's not afraid to work backwards.
Kane ahead in the count, 3-0. Takes a strike. It's 3-1. If it weren't a 4-run deficit, I thought maybe they would turn Kane loose. 3-0, but not when you're down 4. Misses outside, and the Huskies get their leadoff hitter on. That'll bring up Brayton Tillman, the left fielder.
Well, case in point right there, he wasn't going to attack Kane there with a fastball. He went with a slider and a 3-1 pitch, left it outside, so Kane draws the walk.
Yeah, you talk about working backwards, Sparks. Is that just a personal preference by the pitcher, or is that sometimes what the coaches telling?
Yeah, it's usually a pitcher's style. It's something they like to do. They're very confident in their off-speed stuff. And if they don't believe their fastball is going to blow by anybody, so, they're willing to work backwards and try to fool the hitter, get them off balance.
1-0 the count now to Tillman. Outfield medium deep, and there's a balk, and Jack Kane is going to advance to second base.
Yeah, Jesperson reset twice. He actually got set, wasn't comfortable, and tried to wiggle again, and that's when they caught him on that one for the second set. So.
That one sails to the backstop. Kane will advance to third on the wild pitch.
It's interesting because Cooper Jesperson obviously played varsity basketball and was an outstanding player, and he's been all these crosstown rivals. He's been in these big situations, but here he does on the baseball diamond. He's never been in this. Carson Park against North. This is a whole different look. So sophomore struggling early.
And he is hearing it from the guys in the third base dugout.
Absolutely. It's so different. Like I said, in the basketball arena, you don't get that off the bench as much. In baseball, it's so quiet usually you can hear everything.
Delivers a strike there. 3-1 now the count to Tillman. And the other aspect, Sparks, everybody on both teams.
Yeah, you're right.
So you've got that kind of in the back of your mind too.
All on a first-name basis, that's for sure.
That one sneaks through. Tillman delivers the RBI. He's on his way to second. He'll slide in with a double. The Huskies are on the board.
Well, a good answer here from the Huskies to get the walk, get him all the way over to third, and then Tillman drives him in with a shot down the line. So a good answer here for the Huskies.
Logan Hesselman, another left-handed hitter, coming up to bat, and Kyle Kaufman is going to take the walk out to the mound to talk to his sophomore pitcher. You can have all your landscape needs tailored to you with Grounds Pro Landscape Group, providing full-service landscape management services to residents and businesses throughout the Chippewa Valley. Lawn care, irrigation, decks, patio, and more made easy for you by Grounds Pro Landscape Group. You can find them on Truax Boulevard and on Facebook today. Calling all number crunchers, math nerds, and abacus sliders, Eau Claire Truck and Trailer is looking for a full-time bookkeeper. His position allows you to be in a great work environment with awesome people and top pay. Accounting professionals and bookkeepers, call Eau Claire Truck and Trailer today, 715-874-6820, or stop in just off of I-94 at exit 59. Sparks, I'm guessing that's a trip you've made countless times in the days you were coaching. What do you tell your pitcher in a situation like that?
Just trying to settle him down. Just like, all right, gain your composure. You're all right. It's okay. We're up 4-1, not a big deal. Let's come back. Let's make some good pitches here.
Came with a fastball that time that misses inside. Tillman the runner at second. 1-0 pitch. Grounded left side, scoop by Buer. The throw not in time.
Showing nerves early from both teams here in the first inning.
Well, again, Sparks, going back to hearing it from that opposing dugout, if you're pitching or if you're playing short or third, you're the closest to that visiting dugout. And sometimes that can get in your head. So now Chase Watkins will step in, the North pitcher. Still nobody out. Watkins takes outside. One-zero pitch. That one's inside. 2-0.
Good pitch there. Got inside on the hands. Sawed him off.
Two balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Watkins takes outside.
Good hack by Watkins on the 3-1 pitch.
Jesperson reaching back for a little extra on that fastball.
It's one of the things as a coach, you always want to see that 3-1 hack being real aggressive. It's where you want it. Go get it. I always used to hate those check swings when you're 2-0 or 3-1.
Swing and a miss. Came inside and got the strikeout. One down, bottom one.
Yeah, real nice pitch. Like you said, Brado came inside, got them all tied up. Probably his best pitch of the day so far.
James Jarzynski, the third baseman, now batting for the Huskies.
Big lead from Hesselman over there at first.
Hesselman not running. Jarzynski takes a curveball for strike one.
Yeah, and there's another example again. You know, he's 0-0 and he's going to come with that breaking ball first pitch. But again, the confidence to throw it for strikes, and he's going to throw it whenever he wants.
Runner going. Ball gets past the catcher. Tillman will score. And it's 4-2.
Yeah, McGraw unable to block that one. He's going to keep that in front of him, prevent the run. He wasn't going to get the guy stealing, obviously, but can't let that get between the legs on that one.
Count 1-1 now to Jarzynski. RBI situation here for him. Good hack by Jarzynski, but he's behind in the count 1-2.
Jarzynski was 1 for 4 on Tuesday. He's in 275 on the season.
Now we're going to have a delay because a Frisbee has landed on the warning track in left center. They're playing ultimate Frisbee over there, Sparks.
Yeah, Larkin showed him how to throw it. He threw it back to him good.
I thought he might try to sail it over their grandstand over there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one just a little low.
Yeah, they didn't miss by much, but it was down. Crowd didn't like it either from the old Leafs.
Dan Hoffman, veteran umpire.
Absolutely.
Today, though,
yeah.
his zone is the zone. He's not giving corners. He's not getting anything up or low. That one misses inside, and Jarzynski has worked the count full.
I came with the big bender that time instead of the slider. Had a lot of break to it. Had Jarzynski bailing. Really didn't miss by that much. So you just see what he wants. Comes back right here.
That one misses outside. Jarzynski works the walk. Huskies runners at first and second, and Ryan Hall, the right fielder, will step in. And, you know, Sparks, every home plate umpire is going to have a different zone, and the challenge for pitchers and hitters is to recognize what that is and make your adjustments.
And the sooner the better, absolutely.
That one's going to wind up on the fan deck.
You know, and like you said, with such a veteran umpire you've got right there, it's going to be consistent. It's going to be for both teams. It is what it is, you know, and you've got to make that adjustment as a pitcher.
That one gets away. Runners will move up.
Yeah, another one between the legs there again. Giving the Huskies some free bases here.
Yeah, you would think that with these two teams having played Tuesday, that maybe the nerves wouldn't be as much, but I think they're on display again.
Yeah, absolutely. It just doesn't matter. You're back out there again facing the buddies across town. Base
That
knock.
gets through right side. Hasselman will score. Here comes Jarzynski. Throw cut off. Not in time. The Huskies have come all the way back to tie it. It's 4 apiece.
Well, Brad, you talked about it when Coach Fish went out to the mound in the top half, and the Old Ames had already scored 4. He went out there, just settled them down, and they got out of the inning right after that. And like I said, Dave, it was only the top of the first here. In the bottom, they answer for 4 themselves.
Now here's Trenton Palmer. He had a 2-run homer to the fan deck in right field on Tuesday. Curveball breaks across. You've kind of regained some momentum if you're North. You send the runner here, Sparks.
Yeah, if you're confident in his speed, I would. You're right. And they had some good leads over there. Jesperson at times come with that high leg kick. He does vary his moves, but he'll come to the high leg kick and get you a good jump.
Runner stays put. Ball gets away. Throw down, not in time.
That's a great read right there by Ryan Hall. Holy smokes, he read that downward flight. As soon as it hit the dirt, he was gone.
Pitch was ruled a strike to Palmer.
Yeah, he couldn't hold up. Did a little check swing, but he definitely went.
Strike 3 called. Second strikeout of the inning for Jesperson. So now Jack Gorman to the plate, trying to knock in the go-ahead run here for the Huskies in the first inning. We've had all kinds of things going on. It's still bottom 1. First pitch strike thrown by Jesperson. There's another breaking ball that missed inside, 1-1.
It sure has a different feel than it was Tuesday night when runs were tough to come by.
Two and one now to Gorman. Maddox Gertz is on deck. Two and two now to Gorman.
Real good cut there by Gorman. He was all over that one, had it timed up. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jesperson try to come with that slider or breaking pitch right here. He's setting up away.
That one misses upstairs. Count is full.
Yeah, he went high fastball to see if he was going to chase it. He did not, so good eye by Jack Gorman.
Three balls, two strikes, two outs. And that one hit him. Huskies will put a courtesy runner out there. That's Cole Rupert. So Maddox Gertz, the ninth Husky to bat this inning. Rupert at first, Hull down at second. Gertz takes upstairs, 1-0. They're on a second. I think that caught Ryan Hall there.
Yeah, I think it ran off his helmet. You're right.
Swing and a miss. Gertz with a big cut. Couldn't catch up with that fastball. That one gets away, and the runners move up again. Austin McGraw is going to
He's going to try and
head over to the bench. Yeah, he's going to try to get another Glover.
Yeah, we used to say that one must be spring-loaded. Ball seems to be getting away from him.
Kyle Kaufman will take a look at it. Eau Claire Ford Quick Lane buys nice used vehicles every day of the week except Sundays. We will give you a fair on-the-spot cash offer with no pressure. Eau Claire Ford Lincoln Quick Lane. Two balls and a strike. The count to Maddox Gertz. Two down here, bottom one, and a tie game.
This is a big out right here. If you can get Gertz and get out of the inning, you're going to be sitting there at least 4-4. But if he gets on, you're going to have trouble with Jack Kane coming next.
And second time through the order. Strike three called. Jesperson strikes out the side, but the Huskies score 4 runs on a pair of hits. And after one, we're all tied between Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North. You are watching Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
The biggest party of the year is just around the corner, and nobody does Cinco de Mayo like Cancun Grill. Drink specials and great food at all 4 Eau Claire area Cancun Grill locations. Celebrate Cinco de Mayo at Cancun Grill. Top of the second inning, 8-9-1 in that Memorial batting order. Tyler Iverson, Gabe Secker, Grant Locken to face the right-hander Chase Watkins, who takes the mound here in inning number 2 in a tie game.
Yeah, Iverson and Secker did not play on Tuesday, so they're getting their opportunity today.
Breaking ball. Across for a strike. 0-2.
Well, you talked about gaining momentum, and obviously the Huskies have taken that back, so it's important here for Watkins to try to control this inning. He's got the bottom of the order, try to get him up and out.
Line drive to left and a base hit.
As I say that.
Iverson doing a nice job with the bat there. Just kind of stayed with that pitch. Didn't try to overswing. Just sent it out to left. A nice clean base hit. Now Gabe Secker, left fielder, will step in. Yeah, I go back to it was the game we did a couple weeks ago when Maddox Gertz came in relief. And that was a game where Huskies, I want to say, gave up 5 runs early to DC Everest and then rallied and put up a 9 spot. And asked Gertz about that, and he said, yeah, when you're pitching for North, you got confidence in your hitters. Bunted up in the air and caught by Gorman.
Nice play by Gorman, reading that bunt up in the air. Great job pouncing on that fly ball.
So 1 down and back to the top of the order. Grant Locken, who reached on a walk and came around to score.
Yeah, Locken walked his first time up and came around to score.
One and 0 the count to Locken.
Boy, just from watching that first inning develop, you'd think today is going to definitely be a bullpen game. These two teams are going to have to get into their pens to see who else can throw tonight.
Yeah, and you often get that on the Thursday game, and the way the Big Rivers Conference schedules now with the home and home concept Tuesday, Thursday. That one across for a strike. It is 1-1. Well, part of the logic with that scheduling is that it does test your pitching depth.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't throw your number 1 against the same team all the time. So you're going to throw your 1 and then have to come back with your 2. And if your 2 struggles, like tonight seems to be a struggle, then you got to get into that pen. 3, 4, 5, got to be up and ready.
There's activity in the North bullpen, nothing in the Memorial side for right now. 2 balls and a strike to Locken. Skied in the air, right side. Ryan Hull coming on. He makes the catch.
Not an easy play out there in right field. We always talk about that being the sun field here in Carson Park.
So now Cooper Jesperson will bat. Jesperson singled and scored in the first. That one hit high in the air. Trenton Palmer, the center fielder, coming on, and he makes the catch.
Great bounce back inning here for Watkins. Had the momentum, and you get to keep it on that Husky side.
Abes get a hit, but they do not score. We move to the bottom of the second inning at Carson Park. You are watching Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like. And you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Jack Kane to lead it off for the North Huskies here in the bottom of the second. Kane reached on a walk in the first inning, came around to score, part of a 4-run first inning for the Huskies. As They answered that 4 spot by the Old Aves. Coming on is Stoik, and he makes the catch.
Wow, what an athletic play for Stoik out in right field. Taking Kane away, a base hit right there.
Mason Stoik laying out for that one, making an excellent catch. Right, he covered some ground out there. At first, when it came off the bat, I thought, well, that's going to drop in, but Wynn held it up a little bit, and then Stoik did the rest. Now Brayton Tillman.
Well, the thing is, okay, it takes away a single, but you and I both know Jack Kane's going to steal second base.
Right.
I mean, with his speed, that's like taking a double off the board.
Brayton Tillman with a double in that first inning. He scored. One and one the count on Tillman. Make it 1-2. That one misses inside. Again, Jesperson trying to reach back for a little extra. Ground ball. Stein has it. Flip to Jesperson for the out.
Nice play over there. Sawyer to Jesperson, just how you draw it up.
2 down here in the Huskies half of the second. Logan Hesselman will step in. He reached on an error and came around to score.
Well, now Jesperson has this opportunity to have that bounce back inning just like Watkins did near the top of the second.
That one across, it's 1-1. A wrinkle there by Jesperson, and Hesselman swung over the top. One-two pitch spoiled by Hesselman.
Yeah, Hesselman a little tardy on that fastball, but he stays alive.
Jesperson missing outside. Count 2-2 now on Hesselman.
Yeah, that pitch got away from him. Jesperson kind of mixing up here between the windup and the stretch, giving the batter a different look.
Hesselman staying alive and making Jesperson throw a lot of pitches. Count full now to Hesselman. Chase Watkins waits on deck.
You know, we've talked before about quality at bats, and any plate appearance where you received 5 or more pitches is a quality at bat, and he's having one.
Swing and a miss. 4th strikeout for Cooper Jesperson. The Huskies go down 1-2-3 in their half of the second inning. We move to the third here at Carson Park, all knotted up between the Old Aves and the Huskies. On Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Security Health Plan helps individuals and businesses find the right health insurance program for kids, adults, and families. Self-employed, no problem. Security Health Plan, promises kept, plain and simple. You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 per month for the first 3 months. Just visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. We move to the third inning here at Carson Park. Each team putting up a 4-spot in inning number 1. Now Memorial, top of 3, will send up 3, 4, 5 in their batting orders. Sawyer Stein, Leo Lauscher, and Roman Trapani against the right-hander Chase Watkins.
Yeah, both pitchers settled down in that second inning. Both Watkins and Jesperson, much better second inning. Really started to find that strike zone. So head to the third, we're tied up at 4.
Stein doubled in the first inning, came around to score.
Starts out Stein with a slow curveball.
Line drive to left, base hit. Sawyer Stein.
His second.
He's
on
2
the
for
day,
2.
yeah.
Yep.
He stays hot. Kid can hit.
He's just been dialed in from the start of the season. So now Leo Lauscher up to bat. He reached on a single and came around to score and had 2 stolen bases.
That's right. He stole second, stole third, and the wild throw at third allowed him to score.
Takes that one upstairs, 1-0. Curveball misses high. It's 2-0. Stein and Lauscher are the 2 guys in this Memorial lineup. You want to pitch kind of carefully.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. You've just got these 2 guys right here in the middle that you've just got to be extra careful with.
Little cue shot to first, and it gets through Moss.
Well, that had some crazy spin to it, like you said, right off the end of the bat.
Third error of the game on the Huskies. Now Roman Trapani coming to bat. He fouled out to the catcher back in inning number 1.
And the Old Abe's got something started here in the third. First 2 reaching.
Trapani takes a curveball. One of the better curveballs thrown by Watkins so far. That thing looked like it dropped about a foot.
Yeah, he's taking a little more off it. He's getting a little more action out of it.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, come back with that high fastball. It's a good pitch to follow up with.
That one skips away from Gorman. The runners will move up.
Trapani in the check swing, but he went, so that'll be a first out of the inning.
So Trapani retired on strikes, and now Mason Stoik coming to bat. Stoik bounced out second to first in that first inning, but last inning turned into a defensive gem.
Yeah, he sure did. Checking the Huskies' defense, they're kind of midway here. So anything hit sharp at them, they might be able to try to come home to cut down Stein, but otherwise it looks like they're going to give that run up for the out.
No balls and a strike. The count on Stoik. Misses outside, 1-1. Count now 2-1. Bouncing ball, Jarzinski has it. Throw across. They got him. Strong throw by Jarzinski. And Moss doing a really nice job.
Absolutely.
Making
Moss,
that catch.
Yeah, that lefty crossed in the bag, went into the foul territory, which allowed him to keep that foot on the bag and reach further. Great catch over there at first. Great footwork by him.
So now Blake Buer with a chance to knock in a pair of runs here. Buer takes a strike. He was a strikeout victim in the first, went down looking for out number 3.
Back-to-back curveballs.
So Buer now has to protect, and Watkins has any number of options. Gorman behind the plate. Good quickness to get out on that outside pitch.
Yeah, that's huge. You got a guy at third base, so anything you can knock down and not get by him is going to save him a run.
Driven to left, but hanging up for Tillman, who makes the catch. Abe's are retired, top of the third. We are still knotted up here at Carson Park on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
We're back at Carson Park, bottom of the third inning in a tie game. Chase Watkins, James Jarzinski, Ryan Hall, the scheduled hitters for North. Trying to track down some other Big River scores for you. But we can tell you, thanks to the Twitter machine, Regis pitcher Cole Selvig, the Texas recruit, threw a perfect game as the Ramblers shut out Thorpe 11-0, 16 strikeouts.
That's impressive. That's a great outing.
So we're going to get a pinch hitter here for the Huskies, Nick Tomaniak. He's going to bat for the pitcher, Chase Watkins. We've seen Tomaniak in the lineup for the Huskies in several of their games. We can assume that it's the end of the line for Chase Watkins.
Yeah, I was just going to say, obviously, if you're going to hit for him right now, I would assume that, like you said, that'll be probably it. And they've got the bullpen getting up hot right now.
One and two the count to Nick Tomaniak. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout recorded by Cooper Jesperson. And after giving up that 4 spot in the first inning, he has settled down and not allowed to run. So now James Jarzynski will step in. He reached on a walk in the first inning, came around to score. To right center, Stoik going over and makes the catch. You could see the effect of the wind there. That ball off the bat looked like it was going right for the gap and wound up kind of drifting over to where Stoik was in right. So 2 down now.
Yeah, he made that catch look a little bit easier than that one beautiful one off of Kane.
Ryan Hall, the batter. Hall singled in the first inning. Takes a strike. Count even 1-1. Curveball misses inside, 2-1 to Hull. Believe that's Maddox Gertz warming up out there in the north bullpen down the third baseline. Good hustle by Sawyer Stein, the first baseman. Good awareness where the fence was, but being that that's the dugout for the Old Ames, he had a lot of help down there, too.
He had help, yeah, he needed that. Good effort.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on bottom 3. We're all tied up at 4. Slow roller. Buer gets the hop. Throw in time. Down go the Huskies, 1-2-3 in the third. We will move to the 4th inning. Memorial 4, North 4 on Zaleski Sports.
What Tumiak do?
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like. And you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
You guys beat, was it 8-9-1 coming up to bat for the Memorial Old Ames here in the top of the 4th inning. Tyler Iverson, Gabe Secker, Grant Locken, the scheduled hitters for the Old Ames. We thought we might have a pitching change, as Chase Watkins, the pitcher, was lifted for a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 3rd, but Watkins back on the mound after re-entering. We did see that the Huskies had some activity going on in their bullpen, so my guess, Spargs, is that if Watkins runs into trouble, then we'll see Maddox Gertz.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And it might have just been one of those situations where, hey, stay in the dugout, relax. You know, you've got to throw a lot of pitches. Let's go ahead and pitch hit for you for this situation, then you'll come right back in. And, you know, I've done that a few times when your pitcher's getting a little tired, a little exhausted. Just give him a break from that bat.
Tyler Iverson singled to lead off the 2nd, but was stranded there. Skies that one right side. Jack Kane makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, these 2 pitchers have sure settled down after that first inning.
Well, so often, it's a crosstown game, and I think everybody realizes the importance of this game. I mean, yeah, it's early May, but those seeding meetings, that's not that far off, and then pretty soon you're going to be in the postseason, and with everything that goes on in the month of May at the high school level, that's, I think, another reason why that calendar really seems to speed up. Especially if you're a senior.
Oh, especially if you're a senior. Isn't that the truth? You got AP testing going on. You got to think about the end of the year. You got to get your final projects done. And then it's graduation on top of it.
Yeah, you mentioned that AP testing. I saw on social media the other day that Old Abe's Golf, which is, I believe at last check, was ranked second in the state, defending state champs. Their top golfer, Parker Etzel, had to stay in Eau Claire for an AP test.
Yeah, that's one of those things you just can't reschedule. It is what it is, and you got to be there for those, and it's important for your college. So he did the right thing by taking those tests.
And Abe's Golf went down to the Milwaukee area and won a tournament anyway.
And still won, exactly.
Yeah, well,
very strong.
Yeah, they a lot of depth. Little roller to first. Moss has that one. He'll take it himself. Back to the top of the order, and Grant Locken. Locken 0 for 1 officially. Walked to lead off the game. Came around to score in that first inning. Flew out to right field in the second.
And there's that good curveball again from Watkins. He's really gotten the feel for that since the first inning.
Count now 0-2. Curveball, strike 3 called. Watkins works a 1-2-3 fourth inning. Bottom of the fourth coming up in a tie game on Zaleski Sports.
These the same two pitchers? Wow, you talk about settling in.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's that's high school
Fine
baseball.
has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Brown Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
We are back at Carson Park, bottom of the fourth, all tied up between Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial. North will have 7, 8, 9 in their order, facing the righty Cooper Jesperson, who has settled down nicely after giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing two different pitchers since that first inning. Both starters are now really settled in and pitching good ball games.
Foul tip, and Jesperson's got Trenton Palmer in an 0-2 hole. Palmer struck out looking in the first. Remember, he slugged a 2-run homer into the fan deck in right field in Tuesday's contest. That one just missed.
That is a nice 0-2 pitch, though, just off the outside. Try to see if you can get Palmer to go fish out there for him, but he didn't bite, so good eye for him.
Count now 2-2 to Palmer. Now 3-2. Outfield medium deep in left and right. Grant Locke in the center fielder, shaded toward right field and playing a bit shallow. And there's a walk to Trenton Palmer.
Real nice job at Palmer. He was down 0-2 in the count. Was able to work himself into that walk.
Now Jack Gorman coming to the plate. And being that this is the 4th inning, Memorial third baseman Leo Lauscher sneaking in on the grass, expecting bunt here.
Yeah, that's a good call. North does a lot of that small ball. Not afraid to bunt in these situations.
Pulls back, ball gets away, and Palmer is going to reach second base. Gorman now ahead in the count 1-0, and again the bunt certainly in play here. Try to move that runner over to third. Gorman squares, pulls back again.
Nice job. He's obviously looking to bunt a strike, so now he's ahead in the count 2-0, forcing Jesperson to come back in here with a strike, or he could end up walking.
So in this situation, Sparks, are you trying to bunt down the third base line or the first base line?
Third base line. You want that third baseman to have to feel it. That'll free up that third base for that runner to get there.
Gorman takes a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, he was going to let him hack on that 2-0 pitch, maybe cross him up, thinking the fastball is coming, but Gorman took it. So we'll see if he puts back on the bunt here at 2-1.
Gertz pulls back again. That one ruled a strike, 2-2. How much did you practice bunting,
Every day,
as
every
a
day.
coach?
Yeah, it was all part of your batting, your batting practice schedule. Every time you're at least putting down 5 or 6 before you start swinging live. So it's something you got to work on every day. Stay sharp.
That one upstairs, 3-2. And I would imagine, too, sometimes strategy dictated by who's at the plate. Because some guys are just better bunters than others, and I'm sure you had some guys that could put it third base line, first base, whichever. And other guys, you just want them to get it down.
Absolutely.
And that one hits Gorman. So now runners at first and second. Nobody out. Maddox Gertz up to bat. Cole Rupert once again will run for the catcher, Jack Gorman.
Yeah, Jack Gorman wears that in the middle of his back, and he doesn't even get to run the bases. Use a courtesy runner for him as being the catcher. But here's a chance for the Huskies now as they've got 2 on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th.
And Gertz, the number 9 hitter. I think, again, you're kind of looking at bunt here. And look at the corner infielders. They're telling you the same thing.
Swung right through that one. Looks like he foul tipped it, though. As Blue wore that one. The other thing here, Brad, is you got a great view from up here. You always want to check the batter where they are in the box. So if you catch a batter creeping up forward to the box closer to the pitcher, it usually means he's going to bunt. Because obviously the closer you get to fair territory, the easier it is to keep that ball fair. So a lot of time in these situations as a coach, you want to see where he's standing. You can tell here he's up in the box, so he's cheated forward. So look for the bunt here again.
Another strike. You saw the rotation play on for the Old Abes.
Old Abes running the wheel there. That's a bunt defense where that shortstop's going to come flying, try to cover third, let that third baseman come quick, and they're trying to get that force at third. But now he's got 2 strikes here on Gertz.
Gertz takes that one. Didn't miss by much, 1-2.
Yeah, it looked like Jesperson wanted that one.
Up and into Gertz. Count is 2-2. Corner infielder is playing up, but still in the dirt. Gertz takes that one inside, so 3 straight balls from the pitcher Jesperson after he got ahead 0-2.
Yeah, he did that to Palmer too. He ended up losing him. You know, here's a huge pitch, 3-2, and you got the leadoff man Kane on deck. And he lost him.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And Jack Kane coming to the plate. And Kyle Kaufman is going to make the walk to the mound to talk to Cooper Jesperson. There is activity out in the Memorial bullpen. And
yeah, they've got to get ready in a hurry because right here you're looking at a walk, hit by pitch, and walk here to start out this 4th inning. And Huskies are definitely looking good here to produce a run. Get your leadoff, probably your best hitter by far with Jack Kane at the plate.
And if you're looking at it from a Husky perspective, you're going to say Jack Kane is due because he came into Tuesday hitting .393, went 0 for 4 in that game. He is 0 for 1 in this game. He did reach on a walk and came around to score in the first, but was robbed out in right field on a diving catch by Mason Stoik. So you kind of like your chances if you're the Huskies here.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a coach, you're just telling him, listen, he's got no place to put you. Relax and wait for your pitch. Look for something to drive. Don't be in a rush to swing at everything.
Kane takes that one low, ball 1. That one catches the corner. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, that one you just let go. That's a good pitch by Jesperson. You know, like I said, out on the edge. Kane doesn't have to swing at something that's off or in the black. He's waiting for something down the middle.
2-1. Corner infielders playing in. Middle infielders double play depth.
Yeah, corners will come home if they get the ground ball. Up the middle, they'll turn 2 that way.
Two and two now to Kane.
Another quality pitch right there from Jesperson.
Kane fights that one off. Count remains 2-2.
Had a good swing at it. Great battle here between Jesperson and Kane. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Trenton Palmer, the runner at third. Jack Jorman, actually that's Cole Rupert, the courtesy runner at second. Maddox Gertz over at first. 2-2 pitch coming to Kane. Bouncing ball right back to Jesperson. Goes home for 1, and that'll be it.
Well, nice play by Jesperson fielding his position, but he was a little apprehensive about throwing it hard to home. If he hustles and gets that home, that could be a 1-2-3 double play, but he made sure of the first one. So they got one big out there on Kane.
So Palmer is retired. Rupert to third, Gertz to second, and Kane reaches via the fielder's choice. Now Brayton Tillman, 1 for 2, including a double in the first.
As a coaching staff, we always say now you're just one pitch away from getting out of the inning. So one good pitch, create that double play ball, and you get to come on in.
Swing and a miss by Tillman. And the corner infielders are in.
Not a real serious pickoff move right there.
Line to left. Secker coming on. He can't make the catch. Here comes Rupert to score. Throw goes into third.
Got the force. No, yes, he got the force at third.
So Rupert scores. On the Tillman single to left. Logan Hesselman steps in. Jack Kane, the runner at second.
Huskies do take the lead, though, now, 5-4. I think that goes down as a fielder's choice. I don't even think he gets a base hit out of that because he got the force out at third.
That's true, yeah.
Nice job by Secker, though, to gather himself there. He missed the catch, but he was able to get up quickly and get that throw into third, get that big second out.
0-2 now to Hesselman. Looking to pick up some insurance runs here. Lifted out to left. Secker coming in, makes the catch. Huskies are retired in their half of the fourth inning, but they pick up an insurance run. Now they lead this one 5-4. With the Old Abes coming to bat when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Five runs on 2 hits.
Oh, jeez. They seem like they've had much better approaches at the plate, though, today. Yeah. They seem a lot more... I don't think they...
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
We move to the fifth inning here at Carson Park. Memorial now trailing North by a score of 5-4. Each team putting up a 4 spot in their half of the first inning. North getting a single run in the bottom of the fourth. Memorial will send up Cooper Jesperson, Sawyer Stein, and Leo Lauscher. 2, 3, and 4 in the Abe's hitting lineup. Chase Watkins remains on the mound for the Huskies. He worked a very quick fourth inning. And once again, there is activity in the North bullpen as there is in the Memorial bullpen as well. But both starters have really settled in after experiencing difficulties in the first inning.
Hard hit, but right at short.
Hesselman had it and couldn't find the handle.
Tell you what, Brad, we got to go back to last half inning when we said Tillman's fly ball to left, and he got the force out of third, so we thought, fielder's choice, but guess what? It's actually a sacrifice. Because the run scored.
That's true. The run scored.
Yep, so the run scored.
All
So
right.
our good friend and former head coach Bob Johnson on that one.
Ah,
He was
okay.
able to get back to me on that one. Good catch by him.
Yeah. Sawyer Stein now steps in. He skies one. Left side. Who's going to call this one?
Nobody.
A new life for Sawyer Stein.
Yeah, how about that? He catches a break.
His opportunity lost for the Huskies. Well, with the wind blowing in, that was a tough one. Normally, that's the third baseman's ball, but Jarzynski was so far back.
Yeah, he had too far to run on
He
that
had
one.
a long way to
Yep.
run.
You know, the pitcher can go ahead and take that one.
Pitch misses high. It's 1-1.
Stein's 2 for 2 today, and he was 2 for 4 on Tuesday.
Good quick move by Watkins, and Jesperson was leaning and had to get dirty to get back, but the throw took Moss away from the bag. Otherwise, that would have been a much closer play. Yeah, a lot of situations you're thinking bunt here, but not with Stein. He's just swinging too hot of a bat.
Yeah, absolutely. Your 3-hole hitter, you're going to let him hammer it. He hit one on Tuesday that would have easily been out on any other night, but that 40-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from left kept it in the park, so he definitely's got the distance to go.
Good secondary lead. Watkins paying close attention over there at first.
Yeah, Gavin Gerber's actually the courtesy.
Yeah,
runner there,
I just saw that too.
Yeah,
my mistake.
So
So yeah,
you can tell
Gerber.
by just by how he runs.
There he goes.
Speaking of running,
Swing and a miss. They don't get the strike him out, throw him out double play, but a big strikeout there for Watkins. Now another guy with some pop in the bat, Leo Lauscher.
real nice pitch by Watkins there to get Stein. That's a big out.
One down here in the top of the fifth. Habs have the tying run at second base in the form of courtesy runner Gavin Gerber. Lauscher singled and scored in the first, reached on an error in the third. Hasselman has it at short. Throw across in time.
Nice play from Hasselman there.
Gerber advances to third, and now DH Roman Trapani will step in.
Yeah, you could see Hasselman as he gathered that ground ball. He took a look at Gerber like he could get him at third, but, you know, smart play, just took the easy out, make sure he got that second one.
Trapani takes one low, 1-0. Shade starting to take effect here at Carson Park. Still some areas of sunlight. It's been a really nice afternoon here in Eau Claire. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at third. Two down here. Top five. And a 4-pitch walk to Trapani. So runners at the corners, two down. Mason Stoik comes up to bat.
Huskies are setting their defense now to prevent that first and third situation where you've got all those different looks where you try to steal a run if you don't feel you can hit them in.
Stoik takes a ball outside. One ball, no strikes, the count to Stoik. He lines one to right, long run, and it gets past Ryan Hall.
That's going to score at least two. Wait a minute, he missed second base. Trapani.
He's going to make it to third, so second and third now, an RBI for Mason Stoik.
Yeah, I got to give him a double on that. Trapani should have been scored easily on that, but as he took off around his second, he missed the bag, had to come back and touch, and then he went to third, so he was unable to get the lead run for them. So it stays tied 5-5.
And now a conference on the mound. So the Abe's got their leadoff hitter on via the walk. Stolen base. Huskies then got the next two hitters. But then a two-out walk to Trapani, and then Stoik doing a nice job going with that outside pitch and sending it to right, and Ryan Hall laid out for it. And now Blake Buer. Well, Buer delivered the sac fly on Tuesday to bring home the winning run in the bottom of the seventh. What can he do here in the fifth? He starts out by taking a ball upstairs.
Yeah, clutch right there by Stoik. Like you said, just going the other way with that outside pitch, and he's able to tie the game up with 2 outs.
1-1 now to Buer, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Ground ball, tough play. Hesselman gets a glove on it. 1 run will score.
They call that a base hit in the hole. How about Buer, the sophomore, coming through again?
Stoik moves over to third. Abes have the lead. RBI infield single for Buer. 6-5, Old Abe's leading it. So now Tyler Iverson will step in. Iverson 1 for 2. Lifted high in the air, left side. Trenton Palmer coming on, and the center fielder will make the catch. But the Abes pick up 2 runs. They have regained the lead. It is 6-5 heading to the bottom of the 5th on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Ten.
6-5 is your score as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Eau Claire Memorial picking up 2 runs in the top half of the inning to regain the lead, 6-5 over the Eau Claire North Huskies. Each team scoring 4 times in the first. Huskies picked up a single run in the 4th to take a 5-4 lead. The Old Abe's answered with 2 top half of this inning. And we've got a relief pitcher on the mound for the Old Abe's. And that's Tyler Iverson, who moves in from second base. And we got a new second baseman out there as well. And that's going to be Austin Jaeger. Jaeger was the starter on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the North Huskies will send up
a pinch hitter here.
A pinch hitter, yeah.
Knox Weathers is going to pinch hit.
Knox Weathers. My scorebook continues to get more convoluted with every inning. Weathers takes a ball from Iverson. So Cooper Jesperson's day is done on the mound, but boy, he did a good job battling in innings 2, 3, and 4, allowing just that 1 run after giving up a 4 spot in the first. So both starters, really putting out a good effort today. Again, the key, Sparks, as we talk so often, as that one is ruled a check swing, is just give your team a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And both of them, struggled in that first inning, but then really have settled in. And now it'll probably be a bullpen the rest of the way.
Three and one now, the count to Weathers. That one ruled a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lights have been turned on here at Carson Park as shade is occupying almost the entire field now. That one inside, and Knox Weathers reaches via the walk. James Jarzynski will bat now for the Huskies. Jarzynski reached on a walk and scored in the first, flew out to right field in the third.
That's the 6th free pass for the Huskies tonight and a hit by pitch. So they've gotten 7 free ones. Hence, they've got 5 runs on only 2 hits tonight.
Abe's have committed 2 errors compared to 5 for the Huskies. And again, these are teams that normally pick the ball pretty well.
Yeah, they're better defensively than what they've shown the last 2 days. But again, there's that pressure of that crosstown rival.
Jarzynski showing bunt, pulls back, and a good job by McGraw behind the plate to keep that ball in front of him. Otherwise, Weathers is standing down at second base. 1-2 now the count to Jarzynski. We do have a final to pass along from BRC boys baseball. It was Chippewa Falls defeating Menominee 7-1. So Chi High started the day in second place. I believe has moved into a tie. Up the middle, Jager steps on second, throws to first, double play.
Real nice play by Jager.
Well, Sparks, we talked about defense, and right there, here's Jager, comes into the game as a replacement, and ball hit right at him.
Well, it's so unusual to see the Huskies not execute on the bunt, and they just haven't done that today. You know, right there, they wanted him to bunt and get the runner over into scoring position. He was unable to do so. Gets 2 strikes on him, he swings away and goes right into a double play ball.
Grounded to third, Lauscher has it. Strong throw across. And Ryan Hull is retired. 5 complete here at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North 6-5 on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
We are back at Carson Park, Eau Claire North, trailing the Eau Claire Memorial Old A's, and a new pitcher for the Huskies. That'll be Maddox Gertz, replacing Chase Watkins, who battled through 5 innings. But now Gertz will take the mound, and he will face 9-1-2 here for the Old A's. And it looks like Kyle Kaufman is going to bring on a pinch hitter. Gabe Secker, left fielder, was scheduled to hit. Actually, it's not a pinch hitter. It's just a change in the order. So
yeah, Jager
Austin
took
Jager,
his spot, yep.
who took his spot, will take that spot of Secker. So Austin Jager, the hitter. Takes a ball from Gertz. Now, we've seen Gertz a couple times this year. Again, the kind of kid who just gets up there, works fast, throws strikes.
Yeah, like you said, he's been out now several times, this year on the mound, so he's got that experience coming in this big situation as they trail by 1 here late in the game.
Now 3 straight balls delivered by Gertz. He had been up a couple times in the bullpen, but had gone back to the bench. Delivers a strike there, 3-1.
Yeah, was the DH today, so he was able to go down there anytime he wanted to get loose and stay fresh, but he's already been active in the game.
And he walks Austin Jager. So leadoff walk to start the top of the 6th inning, back to the top of the order. Grant Locken, 0 for 2 in this game. Walked and scored in the first.
We'll see if the Old A's play a little small ball, see if they want to put the bunt down here to try to get an extra run. Not showing.
My guess is they're gonna make Gertz throw some strikes.
You're exact. That could be it right there, Brado. You might hit right in the head. Just, hey, stay put, wait till you get a strike, and then when you get a strike, we'll bunt.
Ground ball up the middle. Hasselman has it. The flip to second for one. Relay by Kane gets away. But Locken will stay at first.
Nice job by Hasselman, making sure the first one.
So one down. Jesperson comes to bat. Yeah, Sparks, we talked about this between innings, but it seems like that dirt around shortstop might be a little soft. I've seen, both shortstops kind of not having the best of footing out there.
Yeah, it seems to give away. You're right. As he came across there, same thing. He stepped to plant and catch the ball, and he slipped his feet.
That one gets away. Locken will take the turn at second and hold up there. Knox Weathers now playing at first base for the Huskies.
Well, the old Abs get a little break there with that wild throw at first base, so now they got a guy in scoring position with one out.
And 1-0 the count on Jesperson. Jesperson takes a strike. 2-1 now the count. Jesperson 1 for 3, singled and scored in the first. Reached on an error and scored in the fifth.
And now he's ahead in the count 3-1 here. So he's going to be looking for a pitch he can drive somewhere. Huskies again have their bullpen going.
And Jesperson takes the walk. So first and second, one down. Top of the sixth inning.
It's kind of been a theme for the whole game, Brado. Too many walks, a lot of free passes and errors. Just not a real crisp game tonight.
And now Sawyer Stein, 2 for 3. Doubled and scored in the first. Singled and advanced to third in the third, where he was stranded there. Struck out swinging in the fifth, but now a chance to give his team some insurance. They lead by 1. Line drive base hit.
He might have hit it too hard.
Locken will get held up, and a strong throw from left fielder Brayton Tillman.
Tillman with a cannon out there on the left, so it was a good thing he was held. But Stein just hits a rope. That one was hit too hard for the runner to score.
So now Leo Lauscher steps in. Lauscher singled in the first, stole a couple bases, came around to score, reached on an error in the third, grounded out in the fifth. But a big opportunity here with one down in the sixth. Yeah. Good job by Gorman to keep that one out of him.
Gorman's done a nice job all night, just blocking things and keeping things in front of him. I don't remember anything going to the backstop for the Huskies.
Corner infielders in for the Huskies. Middle infielders looking for that double play and an opportunity to get out of this jam. One and one now to Lauscher. Big swing by Lauscher, comes up empty. Nice little wrinkle thrown there by Gertz.
Boy, you talk about a big moment in the game right here. Just one out, and Lauscher at the bat with bases loaded.
Bouncing ball, chance for 2, knocked down by Hesselman. They go to second, they get the out there, but a run scores. Now they throw it away at third. Here comes another run to cross the plate as Jesperson scores. So Stein out at second. Lauscher reaches on the fielder's choice.
Again, the Huskies continue to hurt themselves as they threw that one away at third, which allowed another run to score. So just too many errors by the Huskies defense tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to see a crooked number in the error column. And that's exactly what you're seeing at the scoreboard here at Carson Park. 7 errors. And that is so uncharacteristic for North.
Yeah, realistically, I talked about this. I think it's more like 5 errors because they kind of gave a couple errors on some tough plays. But, yeah, just too many. But it looks like they'll get out of this inning.
Hesselman makes the catch. Trapani is retired, but the Old Abes pick up a pair of insurance runs. We move to the bottom of the 6th, and Memorial leads North by a score of 8-5 on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Tyler Iverson remains on the mound for his second inning of work for Eau Claire Memorial. He will face the bottom of the order for North. 7, 8, 9, the scheduled hitters, Trenton Palmer, Jack Gorman, and Maddox Gertz. (8-5). Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North. Abe's 4 runs in the first, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. Huskies put up a 4 spot in the first and added a single run in the 4th.
Yeah, the Huskies took the lead there in the bottom of the 4th to go up 5-4, but the Old Abes have answered with 2 in each of the last 2 innings.
Iverson delivers ball 1 to Trenton Palmer. 0 for 1 officially is Palmer. Walked in the 4th inning. Big swing by Palmer. And he had that big home run on Tuesday that helped get the Huskies offense going. Iverson took a little off that one. Count now 2-2.
Yeah, much better curveball that time from Iverson. He reached out and finished that one. The one earlier in the count he kind of left out there hanging, but good job of finishing that one right there.
That one into foul territory. Count remains 2-2. Temperature is dipped to 67, still comfortable. Here at Carson Park, lights starting to take effect on the old ballpark. Swing and a miss.
Good job by Iverson to come back.
Palmer down on strikes. His first strikeout as he begins his second inning of relief. Now Jack Gorman will step in. Jack Gorman has been on base twice. Both times he was hit by a pitch. Nearly wore that one there.
Yeah, he wasn't in a hurry to move out of the way of that slow breaking ball. He was trying to find himself on base.
Huskies would love to get 1 or 2 guys on base and get back to the top of the order. 2-0 now the count to Gorman. Center fielder Lock-in shading over towards right.
Well,
and would you believe Jack Gorman has worn it 3 times? Well, that'll help the on-base percentage for sure. Gorman reaches, and now Maddox Gertz. 0 for 1 with a walk. Nobody out here in the 6th. Huskies batting down by 3 runs. Curveball catches the inside corner, 0-1.
Huskies looking to start a rally here with 1 out.
To right field. Stoik is there, makes the catch.
Sounded good off the bat, but just kind of hung up out there in right field.
It's the second time, Sparks, where a ball leaves the bat and it looks like it's going to that right center field gap, and it just kind of starts drifting over to right. That wind still blowing left to right. So 2 down here in the 6th, back to the top of the order, and Jack Kane. Walked and scored in the 1st, but was retired in the 2nd and the 4th. Actually, he reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. That one up the middle. Buer has it to 2nd for the out. Huskies are retired in their half of the 6th. 7th inning coming up. Memorial leading North 8-5 on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
We move to the 7th inning here at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North by a score of 8-5. Old Abe's will send up Mason Stoik, Blake Buer, and Tyler Iverson. Scheduled hitters here in the 7th inning, 7, 8, 9 in their batting order.
Old Abe's looking to get some insurance runs here in the 7th. As we saw on Tuesday night, no lead is safe against the Huskies.
Isn't that the case? And in this series, over time, we've had all kinds of wild late inning comebacks. High chopper, glove by Weathers, and the throw to Gertz for the outs.
Good job by Gertz getting over to cover. That was kind of a tricky play right there.
Yeah, high chopper, and Stoik runs well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1 down, and shortstop Blake Buer will step in. Gertz misses outside, 1-0.
Buer had a big hit and an RBI last time up.
2-0 now the count to Buer. One for three, singled and knocked in a run in the fifth. And now 3-0 is the count. Well, with Chippewa Falls winning today, that three-way lead or that three-way race for the lead in the BRC standings gets even a little tighter.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch down the stretch when those teams start squaring off against each other.
Yeah, Chippewa with one loss, Hudson with one loss, River Falls with one loss. And there's a walk to Buer, a one-out walk. Old Abe's have a base runner here in the seventh. So now Tyler Iverson will step in. He is 1 for 3, singled in the second. Bouncing ball, they get the out at second. Jarzynski to Kane, but the relay not in time. So Buer retired on the force out. Iverson reaches on the fielder's choice. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher with 2 down here in the seventh. Jaeger, who entered in the sixth, actually came in the bottom of the fifth, came into the game, but batted, reached via the walk. Runner goes, and the throw not in time, so a stolen base.
Gerber picked a good one to run on there. Got a pitch outside away and in the dirt. Good pick by Gorman, but just tough throw there, but that momentum going away from the bag.
What a weapon to have. You can bring a guy like Gerber on to be your courtesy runner. It just brings a whole bunch of speed.
Yeah, it sure does. You just, again, he's always looking for that extra base.
To left field, tough play, and it's going to drop in for a hit.
No, he's going to call it a foul ball here.
No, wait a sec. Oh, yeah, Dan Hoffman was all on it. Boy, from my angle up here, Sparks, I thought it
had chalk, yeah.
Thought it got some chalk, but Dan Hoffman's got a better angle than either of us.
And it doesn't look like Coach Kaufman's really arguing the call.
So it's just a strike, 1-2.
Boy, that was close.
that was really close.
It's too bad we don't have instant replay. I'd like to see that one again.
That one misses a little low. Count 2-2 now to Jaeger. Hard hit ball. It gets through.
That'll score a run.
Run scores as Gerber crosses the plate. Abe's add to their lead. It's now 9-5. Outruns rule to hit. Snuck under the glove of Jack Kane.
Yeah, if you ask Jack Kane, he'll be the first one to say he should have had that one. It was well hit, though.
Back to the top of the order, and Grant Locken, who's reached twice, once on a walk, once on a fielder's choice, scored both of those innings.
That's
0 for 3 officially.
That's a big run for the old Ames.
Yeah, it is.
You know, as a coach, you always want that situation where you know the Grand Slam can't beat you. So that 4-run lead just leaves you a lot more comfortable.
Out now 2-1 to Locking. Now 2-2. Gert's trying to get out of this inning and let his guys come up to bat, and they're going to have some work to do in the bottom half of the 7th.
Yeah, the Huskies still sitting on only 2 hits for the night.
High fly ball, left side. Hesselman, the shortstop, makes the catch. Abes are retired in their half of the 7th, but they pick up another run. Last at bats coming up for the Huskies. They trail the Old Abes 9-5 on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Carson Park. Eau Claire North coming to bat and trailing Eau Claire Memorial by a score of 9-5. 9 runs on 8 hits for the Old Abes. They've committed 2 errors. For the Huskies, 5 runs on 2 hits, and according to the scoreboard, 7 errors. I might quibble with maybe a couple of those, but nevertheless, not the kind of defense that we're used to seeing from these North Huskies. They will send up 2-3-4 here in the bottom of the 7th against the reliever Tyler Iverson.
Yeah, Iverson starting his 3rd inning in relief, and he has looked sharp. He's coming in pitching with a lot of confidence.
Brayton Tillman, the batter. Now behind in the count, 0-2. Tillman doubled and scored in the 1st inning. Also singled in the 4th. He is 2 for 3. He's had a nice day at the plate. Count now 1-2. Driven to right, but hooking foul.
Iverson worked inside on that pitch, and Tillman unable to keep it fair, but at least was able to stay alive by putting it foul. We'll see here now if they do more working away from Tillman.
2-2 now to Tillman.
Back inside with the curveball. They're trying to stay inside there, I guess. Looking to tie him up.
Wind maybe shifting a little bit, starting to blow in from center field. It was blowing left to right early. Swing and a miss, but the ball gets away. Throw in time.
Good throw by McGraw as that ball got past him, but recovered in time. Makes a good strong throw down to first. Big first out.
1 down in the Huskies' half of the 7th inning. Logan Hesselman will step in. 0 for 3. Reached on an error in the 1st inning. Came around to score. Iverson delivers a strike.
Yeah, he continues to be very aggressive and very confident on the mound there. He's coming right after these Huskies.
Sparks, you made a great point in the last half inning. That extra run to go up by 4, that's big.
Yeah, a couple, again, just as a coach, you always want to make sure that that grand slam can't beat you, so it gets you that comfort level. But, it sounds silly being 3 runs to 4 runs, but it just gives you that sense. And, again, Huskies are down. You can tell their whole dugout's quiet now. It's because they got a chance to tack on more runs, so it keeps that momentum on their side. I mean, this is the quietest the Huskies bench has been all night.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hasselman battling. Count remains 1-2. Yeah, one misses outside. Count even now to Hesselman, 2-2. Abe's looking at even their Big Rivers Conference record at 4-4.
Yeah, and the way the season started out, they would take that any day of the week.
Yeah, been playing better ball now.
Absolutely.
Late April, moving into early May.
Hasselman is just trying to find a way to get on here.
And he does via the walk. Huskies have a base runner with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And Knox Weathers will bat. Weathers reached on a walk in the 5th. Iverson looking for a ground ball. A swing and a miss, not a foul tip, so the runner moves up.
No, just a pass ball. That one got by McGraw.
Huskies, you would expect to be very conservative on the base paths here, down by 4.
Yeah, the old Abes, as far as they're concerned, they're not even worried about that guy at second base. It's all about getting the outs now.
Lifted in the air, drifting foul, and it's going to make the fan deck.
And Iverson's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, if you're a defensive player for the Abes, you're just the infielder that plays at 1.
Absolutely.
You're just looking to, and if you're in the outfield, you just want to squeeze it.
Yeah, and even a base hit to the outfield, you don't care about that run scoring. That throw goes into second base. You want to keep that double play in order. Oh, nice
Curve ball just missed inside, 1-2.
Yeah, that must have just been. Yep, that's what the home plate ump's saying. Just a little in.
And again, we talked about Dan Hoffman, the home plate umpire, veteran guy, and he's been very consistent with his strike zone. Lifted in the air to center. Grant Locken drifting over, makes the catch. 2 down here in the 7th. Abe's 1 out away from a regular season sweep over their crosstown rival Huskies. And James Jarzynski will bat for North. Oh for 2, reached on a walk, has scored in the first inning. Takes that one inside. Jarzynski takes a strike, count now 1-1.
Well, I just go back to what a nice job Iverson's done coming in for the old Abes. Coming in relief here as they took the lead in the top half of the 5th, and he's just shut the door.
That one in the dirt, but it didn't get far enough away from McGraw, the catcher, so the runner, Hesselman, stays put at second base. 2-1 the count now to Jarzynski. Hard hit ball up the middle, base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. So hope still alive for the Huskies after that Jarzynski single. Now Ryan Hall will step in. Hall singled in the first. He's 1 for 3.
And again, Coach Fish knows he means nothing there at third. He's just going to hold and play it safe. You know, he's got to get a couple more guys on in order to get this thing tied up. So first and third, 2 outs puts just a little more pressure on the defense too.
Tyler Iverson trying to seal this one down for the Old Abes.
And you can see that defensively, the Old Abes are not even going to hold Jarzynski at first because, again, he doesn't mean anything over there. There's 2 outs. So naturally the play will be at 1.
Jarzynski not running. Hull swings through that pitch. Oh, 1 pitch. Taken for a strike. Now the Old Abes just 1 strike away from a win. Ground ball up the middle. Buer has it. The flip to second for the out. And with that, the Old Abes can celebrate as they win this one by a score of 9-5 over their crosstown rivals from Eau Claire North. Abes sweeping the Huskies in the regular season series this week. For the Abes, 9 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. Huskies 5 runs on 3 hits. They commit 7 errors. 9-5 is your score. And we'll have post-game coverage on the Nasonville Dairy post-game show coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
I thought he won it. I didn't know.
It's time for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, being joined now by Kyle Kaufman, head coach of the Memorial Old Abes. And anytime you can get a sweep over the Huskies, that's good. But I think even beyond that, it just seems that your team is playing some better baseball these last few weeks. What have you seen?
I just a young group growing up before our eyes, really, and just gaining confidence every day. I'm just really proud of the way these guys are coming together, and they're playing with enthusiasm and as a group, and it's just exciting to see. There's a lot of potential here, and I think we're only really scratching the surface right now.
Another day where you got a good start from Jesperson, even though he scored 4 times in the first. But I thought innings 2, 3, and 4, he really settled down. And then the way Iverson came in at the end and nailed it down.
Absolutely. You know, Cooper's a fighter. You see that in any competitive situation. He's not going to get, and you know, that's a mark of a kid that's maturing to be able to have that tough first one, bounce back, and still give us that start that at least bridges us to our relief.
Win today, now you're 4-4 in the BRC. You stay in that upper half of the standings. What's the focus going to be on going forward?
Having a great day of practice. That's all we try to limit it to and not get too far ahead of ourselves. We got a couple of good ball teams we're going to play this weekend, and then we know that Menominee is going to scratch and claw next week, and those are going to be tough games again. So there's nothing given to you in the BRC, so we better make sure we're on top of it.
All right, Kyle Kaufman, appreciate your time. Congratulations. Sawyer Stein, let's get you over, and we'll chat with you now. Sawyer, congratulations on the win. I don't know if you're much of a historian when it comes to baseball, but not often that one team sweeps the other in this rivalry. I know Coach Harper and I were talking about that earlier, but what would you think the difference was for you guys this week against the Huskies?
We really battled and competed as a team, and we put the ball in play and happened to help us in the long run.
At the plate, I don't know, we haven't calculated your average to the minute, but you seem like really seeing the ball well and good swing at the plate. You're driving it. What's been behind that?
Honestly, when I'm at the plate, I am not thinking at all, and I'm just seeing ball, hitting ball.
That's a good way to do it. To expand on what Coach Kaufman talked about, said that, hey, this is a young group that just keeps getting better. What do you say as a player, as somebody who's a starter out there and kind of a hitter in the middle of the lineup? Is this team that, hey, you're just kind of starting to scratch the surface of what the potential is?
Absolutely. A lot of the young guys are stepping up, and I'm extremely proud of them and how they're playing lately.
All right, what's the goal going forward for the Old Abes?
We got to stay hot and keep the wins rolling and keep playing as a team like we are right now.
All right, so Stein, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that'll do it for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show on Zaleski Sports. I got one other favor to ask of you. We do this thing called the Highlight House, so just say, I'm Sawyer Stein, and I'm in the house.
I'm Sawyer Stein, and I'm in the house.
Congratulations.